You have to be champion before you become champion. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have to be the champion in this to be the champion in this. I want to be up more than anybody on the planet want me to be down. And that's just what it's all about. Wanting to get the best out of yourself. Not competing with anyone else but you. And that's how we improve as a person. Improving ourselves.
So to be truly powerful, you don't have to go out there and grab things. You don't have to go prove yourself. All of it will come to you. People will come to you. Women will come to you. Job offers will come to you. Money will come to you. If you have this kind of inner strength, this kind of inner power that I think is the ideal for young men today in the world. So to me, the idea is you have a sense of control of your nature, of who you are. People who show off how wealthy they are, how many fancy cars they have, are actually weak. They're actually insecure. They're actually incredibly immature. And when you look at somebody who has very extreme qualities, like bravado, like brashness, like bragging about how great they are, by bragging about how many women they've seduced, by bragging about their fancy cars, they're actually really weak little tiny people inside. They're trying to cover up all their weaknesses, all their insecurities with bravado. Somebody who is truly strong inside doesn't have to show off, doesn't have to talk. If you're strong inside, you let your actions do the talking.
Those days when I'm tired or worn out or just basically sick of the grind, what do I do on those days? I go anyways. I get it done, even if I'm just going through the motions. I go through the motions. I don't really want to work out. I work out. I really don't want to hammer on a project. I hammer on the project. Don't really want to get up and get out of bed. Yeah, I get up and get out of bed.
This life is worth living, so I give myself permission to be great. And I think what happens is, by giving yourself permission, other people see that and they get frustrated because they're like, how did he figure it out? Because all I did was answer the call to my own greatness. Your ass is still wondering where the call is coming from. It's already there. Just pick up the phone and say, I accept.
For changes to last, it has to become your identity. Let me explain. If I set the thermostat in this room at 68 degrees,
Okay.
all right? And that's a metaphor for your comfort zone, your identity. 68 degrees is not much money I want, but you know what I'm used to. 68 degrees is what I'm used to in a relationship. It's not what I want, but it's okay. It's pretty good. It's what I know, So think of that as comfort zone. Now, if the temperature drops to 65, 64, 62, 59, all of a sudden, the brain, the computer goes, hey, you're 68 degree, what are you doing at 59? And they're like, boom, suddenly the heaters kick on and you got drive and you go deal with it. You go lose the weight or you get off the drugs, you do whatever it is. But here's the part that most people don't understand. Let's say you get back to where you were and now you get new momentum and you're doing better. You go to 69, 70, 80, 89, 90, 99 degrees. And all of a sudden the brain goes, what the hell are you doing up here? You're a 68 degree. You're not a 99 degree. And the first thing that happens is the heaters stop and you stop growing. And then if that's not enough, the air conditioners kick on and you start to sabotage yourself till you get back to where you believe you are. It's like when you change your identity, I'm not one of those, you're not going to do it anymore.
What if I told you this was the last Monday morning of your life? What if I told you you died this week? Would you complain about your crap job or that test you don't want to take? I doubt it. You would go much higher level thinking. Well, that's really what it takes. It takes understanding that if you're not pumped right now, if you're begrudging what you're about to do, if you're not looking forward to it, look, I respect practicality. You gotta go through school because your parents want to. You gotta pay your rent. You got student loans. I get it. But please recognize the world we're living in. We're living in a world where there's so much more opportunity. This internet thing created way more opportunity for all of us. Way more. I just don't get the mentality of being head down sad on a Monday morning. I'm gonna make you Saturday Monday morning. That's what I want to do every morning, and that's what I want from you. Please take a step back and think about how awesome it actually is. And then recognize that you can attack the world in a totally different way because you were lucky enough to be born during this era.
A lot of us speak in hollow words. I used to speak in hollow words. I don't do it anymore. Everything that comes out of my mouth has substance. It's real. We all have these feelings in our bodies, in our minds, in our souls. I act on mine. A lot of us who are afraid of something, we allow our minds to choose the path of least resistance, so we go a different route. When I'm afraid of something, it's telling me you must
do this
that.
thing.
You must do that.
Yeah.
You have to go that way. And most of us don't understand that mentality. We go left and we wonder why we haven't fulfilled something in our lives. It's because we continue to take the journey that is mapped out.
That's the point. You chase something that you believe you deserve until you get it. And it doesn't matter what happens to you. It doesn't matter how many times you get fired. It doesn't matter how many people don't believe in you. You just go until you get it. That's the point. Are you tired yet? But some of you need to get tired. You need to be tired of what's going on in your life. Get tired of your habits. Get tired of your results. Get tired of the actions that you're putting in there every day. You gotta change, man, or nothing changes.
Positive action is when you have to contend with something, when there's something that you're afraid of, right? Step into it, move towards it. That's how you're going to solve that problem. You don't solve problems by running away from them. You solve them by moving towards them and figuring out what's going on.
I would say ask her out. No matter who she is, whether she's a job or a new city or an actual person, you know, whether she's an opportunity or a fear. If you're afraid of heights, ask her out. Hey, Heights, what you doing tonight? But you're gonna be fine, man. No matter what, you're gonna be okay. Just remember that. You already are okay.
Act like the person you want to become. That's not fake it till you make it, by the way. This is intentional. Intentionally act like the person you want to become. Because when you intentionally act like the person you want to become, your brain sees you taking those actions, so your brain starts to change the way it relates to you. When your brain sees you high-fiving yourself in the mirror, it starts to go, oh, wait a minute, Steven loves himself. Steven's cheering for himself. We don't beat Steven up.
The bottom line is, no one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nobody's coming to tell you to apply for that job that you've always dreamt about. Nobody's coming to write the business plan for you. It's up to you. And because you're only ever going to do the things that you feel like doing right now or that feel good right now, unless you understand that you've got to parent yourself, you got to push yourself, you're not going to make your dreams come true. You're just not.
Don't waste your life. Set your goals high. Quit thinking about what's wrong. Start thinking what's right. Love a little more, hate a little less. You have no idea what you're capable of doing. Make up your mind today, you're going to figure it out.
If you will change, everything will change for you. You don't have to change what's outside. All you've got to change is what's inside. To have more, you simply have to become more. And then he said, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. Start working on yourself, making these personal changes. And he said, it'll all change for you.